Hello, beautiful friends. This is Crystal Rose Insights, here to do a special video for the Divine Feminine. Now, I felt really called to do this video because this is a theme that's been coming up a lot in my private readings along with my more general readings. But it feels like it's a general theme coming up for many of you, and I felt really called to do a channeled video about this particular topic. So I'm really glad that you're here. I do want to thank all of you for liking, commenting, viewing, sharing, subscribing to my videos, to my channel. For those of you who have donated, who have done private readings with me, I want to just make a huge shout out and a acknowledgement from the bottom of my heart for the appreciation I feel for you being here. And I'm really grateful and excited that my work is somehow resonating with you and that you're feeling drawn to being here. I feel like I bring the most incredible people to my channel somehow. Not I bring them here. I'm correcting my language. That's not what I meant. I mean, Spirit brings you here and somehow my messages are supporting you. So I'm extremely grateful for that and for all of you being here. So today we're going to do a channeled reading for the Divine Feminines in particular that are dealing with the energy of, like, you're in the energy of, maybe you're relatively new to the twin flame journey, maybe you're not even sure what this is all about, or maybe you are sure what it is about, but you're still in this energy, whatever it is. But I'm going to be speaking today to the Divine Feminines who are in this space of, they're kind of awakening to this journey, they're awakening to the whole concept, and all of a sudden it's like, is this my twin flame? I need to know if this is my twin flame. Is this or is this not? And if it is, like, what's the deal? It's like there's this energy of, okay, if I know this is my twin flame, I can relax into this situation. But if he's not my twin flame or she's not my twin flame, again, speaking from the Divine Feminine's perspective, gender is irrelevant. It's more the energies that you identify with. But it's like, it's this energy of, I need to know, I need to know, I need to know so that I can just, like, live my life. Because it does, there's this energy of understand, like, you want to understand this journey. Okay, so there's a bit of two different topics coming through, but one is, it's that I need to know the answers before I can just chill out. And then there's the other aspect of it, which is, I'm trying to just understand this journey as much as I can so I can assimilate it into my experience. Okay, so there's two different tracks here. When people start to wake up to the twin flame journey, there's definitely an energy where you're curious and you suddenly, all of a sudden, you're becoming obsessed with watching videos. You're trying to understand. You're spending time researching the whole concept. And that's totally understandable, and that's absolutely part of this path, especially because a lot of the Divine Feminines are ahead of the Divine Masculines in this. The Feminines are the ones that are looking into it, researching it, trying to understand it. We're watching these videos. We're doing all these things. It's because we're seeking that knowledge. It's like we're all of a sudden discovering something that's resonating at a very deep level in our heart space. And all of a sudden we go, holy crap, somebody gets it. Oh my God, this is what I've been living my entire life, and I never even knew that this is what it was called or this is what it meant. But this is sounding like it's familiar to me. So that's one track. The other track, it has a different energy to it. The other track is, so my point is, if you're watching a lot of videos and you're trying to understand it, that's one energy. The other energy is you're seeking the knowledge and the information to confirm whether this person is your twin or not, if everything's meant to be, so that you can just rest in the knowing that it's happening. And you're seeking that from external sources. So these are two different energies with a similar theme. So if you're identifying with this curiosity energy and understanding and seeking knowledge, this is less of a video for you than for the people over here, okay? Feel free to stick around, of course, because I always feel like there's more messages coming through always when we need to hear them. But this is really going to be for the people that are in this energy of wanting to know answers so that they can alleviate their fears, okay? So I hope that makes sense. And in order to facilitate this channeling, I'm bringing in this rose quartz heart. This is about softening the energy. This is about self-love, self-compassion. So this is really important for those of you Divine Feminines that are watching this reading, to have compassion for yourself and to have love for yourself. Because sometimes we can get triggered by these messages. I might be saying some things here, and you might just be like, oh, that's just, no, that's not me. Or all of a sudden it makes you angry. So it likely, if it's making you frustrated or angry, it's usually something that is triggering you for a reason, okay? If you hear something somebody says and you're like, that's such bullshit, it is not me, and you have no energy or a charge around it, then it means it's not for you. But if it's coming up and someone says something that is something that's pissing you off, it's for a reason, okay? So you might not want to be hearing the truth, and that's okay. I'm going to be giving a little bit of tough love here today to the Divine Feminines watching this. And if you're not ready for tough love and just honesty, and again, my tough love isn't really that tough. It's just more direct and honest, as I always am in everything that I do, because my aim is to serve and to bring the information that's for the highest good of all. If I allow, if I'm careful and treading on, if I'm walking on eggshells trying to deliver the messages, I'm not doing my job as a soul that's here to support the collective and to work my mission, okay? So if you're just in a bad mood and you don't want to hear it, then this is not the video to watch for you. Bookmark it, maybe come back at a later time to watch it. And that's okay. If you're just, yeah, no, I'm good. I know what I want, or I know where I'm at, and I just don't want to hear somebody telling me advice. It's totally fine, totally fair. I won't be offended. But that's just why I'm setting it up this way, because I feel like there's a contingency of you that are going to watch the beginning of this video and be like, yeah, I don't really want to, or I'm not going to like what she's going to say. So for whatever it is, it's perfect, okay? So we're going to get started. I'm going to just pull in some messages here. So as I'm shuffling, I'm calling in, obviously, Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, all the Ascended Masters, my guides, my angels, for the collective Divine Feminine, as to bring in the messages that are for the highest good of all in this reading. Okay, this is just a general, it's not even a reading, it's more of just a channeling of information for Divine Feminines that are in that situation, okay? So I should not call it a reading, it's not a reading. This is just more what messages are coming through. So a lot of the Divine Feminines I've been doing readings for, I've been having a very similar theme, okay? So I've been saying the same thing over and over again, which I feel is why I wanted to do this video, because it feels like it's such an important message coming through for Divine Feminines right now. And that is the message of, I want to know the answers. I want to know who. I want to know when. I want to know what's going on with him, so that I can feel better. And it's actually asked backwards, okay? But there's nothing wrong with it being asked backwards, because it is coming through to shine a light on something that needs to be shifted in some Divine Feminines that are feeling that way. So what do I mean by that? That means that if you are in a place where, in order to, you're feeling so uncomfortable and in chaos, or in lack of understanding, or in like wanting to know for sure. It's like you're being called to this storyline of the twin flames for a reason. And it's all of a sudden you're getting this energy, that you're feeling this resonance, and it's like, oh, I just want to know, I just want to know. Am I one or am I not? Is my twin, or am I imagining that he's my twin or she's my twin? So if you're in that energy of needing to know the answer, that is exactly what you need to be shifting. Okay? The Divine Feminine, in her true embodiment of the energy of the Divine Feminine, doesn't ask those questions, because she knows. She knows in her heart, she knows in her power, her full heart and her full power, that things will unfold and manifest, regardless of form, regardless of shape, regardless of her knowing any flippin' thing about it, okay? because all that matters to her that she knows and understands is her knowing and her truth. So let me speak a little bit more about that. So there's an energy of, I think I'm a divine feminine, and I think I might be a twin flame, and I think this person is my divine masculine, and this is making sense for us, and I've never felt any other, you know, these readings on twin flames, all of a sudden I've discovered them, I stumbled across them, what the hell are they? And all of a sudden it's like you're reading into my life and into my soul. But I need to know, when is this the person? What's going to happen? And that's why I do with all my private readings, I specify very clearly, I don't do predictive readings, nor do I do timeline readings. And I won't go into that here, but it is something that I feel is very important for the twin flame journey. Okay? The divine feminines need to get into a place of trusting and of knowing and standing in their power. If we are seeking, and it's, again, this is super ironic, and I get it. This is so ironic, because I have a YouTube channel doing videos, and what I'm about to tell you, you're going to be like, what the hell? Why are you telling me this? Because you're doing these videos but this is why I'm doing these videos. There is, if you are in a place where you're needing to know and understand so that you can feel more comfort, it's because you're still in the fear and you're still not believing that you are worthy of love and you're not fully in your power. So you're kind of seeking external validation. Now, that being said, I want to be clear. Those of us on this journey always like to check in with some form of external validation because it's our way of strengthening our intuitive muscle. It's our way of checking in. All of us that are twin flame readers or just, you know, channelers on YouTube or have our own whatever, this is what we do for our mission. We all end up doing readings with others as a way to check in because we know we're intuitive. We do this for a living. We have people every day coming to us with incredible stories and messages that we help them with. But when it comes to ourselves, we know, we have a knowing, but we still want to check in for external validation, okay? So that's different. Again, there's two different energies, and I want to be clear that this is not, they're not overlapping, but they're similar, but they're different. Super profound, I know, but you know what I'm trying to say. So the energy of once in a while checking in with a third party or watching YouTube videos or getting a private reading is part of our journey to start to trust our own intuition. But if you're in a place where all you're wanting is for somebody to give you the answers so that you can relax, that's where the gap is. All right? It's that adage of the law of vibration, right? It's like, when I see it, I'll believe it. Okay? When I see evidence of my twin flame, or when he does this, or when he reaches out, or when he does blah, 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 then I will know he's my twin and I will be happy. That is not divine feminine energy. That is codependent, needing to heal more things so that you are whole. And you're seeking that validation through knowledge, which is a way of being in control and being in fear, right? If you're getting told this is the lay of the land and this is what's going to happen, that's your control over your fear, which you're still needing to heal, because the fear comes from the false ego. And if you're still feeling that fear more consistently than not that you won't have moments where you're not feeling where you're feeling the fear. I mean, we're all human. We have moments where we get into fear, but it's about having the discernment and the recognition to pull out of that fear and come back into the heart-centered space, right? That heart. That divine love, that compassion for yourself to go, yeah, I'm human. I'm going to get into fear. And guess what? I'm smart enough and aware enough to move the hell out of that. Okay? So let's see what other messages are going to come through. I've kind of done, this has all been the channeling coming through, but we'll see what the cards have to say to add to this conversation for divine feminines that are in that space. Because that is the journey, right? So we're used to seeing is when I see it, I'll believe it, and it really needs to be flipped around. It needs to be, when I believe it, I will see it. That believing is a knowing and a trusting, even though you don't know how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, who it's going to be, or anything. It's like you just trust it and you know it. Okay? So let's see what's coming out here in terms of the energies for the Divine Feminine right now. Continuing this message. And I don't read reversals in this deck, FYI. This is why we're doing this reading, this Eight of Earth. You're still learning Divine Feminine. Those of you that are feeling this way, where this is resonating, you're still in the learning. It's perfect, it's beautiful, and it's where you need to be right now. Okay, so this is talking to a very specific segment of twin flames that are in this like apprenticeship mode, needing to understand what's going on. And it's good to understand, but this is where your growth is going to be happening. Okay, so this is about you learning some new things. So let's take a look at what's coming through here. I'm just taking it in, just kind of seeing, because these are just not in any particular position. I'm just tuning into the energies that are coming through and what they're saying. Beautiful. All right. I swear to God, these are some of my new favorite readings that I'm doing, that I've just done today. So there's something happening as to why this is all unfolding, and I love it. So here's what we're getting. This is in the material, this is in the earthly plane, right? We were wanting this manifestation of this beautiful relationship in the earth plane, in the physical. We want happy family. We want everything. We want to be stable financially, with love, with peace, with kids. Like, everything is beautiful. We want this. But right now we're in this energy of like either all or nothing. It's like we have a hard time with the mushy middle, with the gray area. It's like we want to either know it's our twin flame or it's like not, so that we're not in this gray area. This is the uncomfortable energy of the Four of Earth. So this is about being on either extreme. So for you Divine Feminines, it's like those of you that are being called to this video that the message is for, it's like you want this Ten of Earth, you want it in the reality, but you just like, it's either is it or is it not? Because if it is, I'll stick with it. But if it isn't, I'm moving on. But that's not the journey. It's not the journey in any way whatsoever. And that is what you're here to learn and to move through if this is resonating for you. Because at the end of the day, we get the Queen of Earth energy. This is about you manifesting this queenly energy in the physical plane. This is about dealing with challenges with kindness, with understanding. She's very warm, she's creative, she's sensible. She realizes that it's not about extremes, it's not all or nothing. There is gray area. So in her heart space and in her head space, in the 3D, she knows this. But you've got to move through this need to be out of this Four of Earth to be able to be thoughtful, creative, warm, and sensible. So the Queen of Earth is sensible. She's not black and white. She sees from all angles and she manifests with warmth. And I love that this air energy is right above this Four of Earth. Because here's what else is happening. You're wanting to move on towards ascension, towards your union. You're wanting to ascend towards your spiritual relationship. But this Four of Earth energy is you're trying to balance your mental and emotional considerations. So it's like, emotionally you're wanting to move forward. Emotionally you're moving forward with the Chariot. I love him. I want to be with him. And again, him being the divine masculine, not gender. And you're trying to speak your mind with confidence. You're seeking out advice, but you're trying to balance like your head versus your heart. Okay? So this is about you pulling into your heart energy from the head space, because the head is where we feel our fears. Our head is where it gets us questioning things that we need to know. We need to know, we need to understand. Guess what, Divine Feminines? It's not about consciously or logically understanding any of this. It is about pulling from the head space into the heart space. Into the heart space, here in the middle, okay? Actually, it's not even in the middle. It's like down here. Because this is the journey. It's like This is the tension between these two is very, very strong. I need to know. I need to know. I've got to be on black or white. What is happening? I need to understand it. And guess what? The heart's in the middle like, you don't have the answer here. You don't have the answer here. You only have the answer here in the heart space. So that's the process that those of you feeling this are going to need to be moving through. Because then we're getting the change of the Page of Fire above the Queen of Earth here. And it's like as you move out of this energy here in the middle, we're getting this Page of Fire. This is about a message about a new endeavor, message about love, message about creativity, passion, combined with the earth. So there's a little bit of a mischievous energy here too with the Page of Fire. But it feels like once you're, what I'm hearing from Spirit is once you're out of your head trying to understand it, and you get into your heart space here. See, there's a reason this heart rose quartz wanted to be here. I have like so many other rose quartz stones, but the heart one wanted to be here. So it probably knew it was going to be a visual demonstration of these concepts during this reading. But once you're in your heart space, you're going to get a message about moving forward in a passionate new endeavor towards happiness with this Two of Water. This feels like the outcome to me of all of this process. So once you're moving through these energies, guess what you get? You get the Two of Water. You get this amazing love. You get a relationship that's long-term, that's intuitive, that's loving. There's the energy of forgiveness. And it's the positive resolution to the conflict. Because if you are in this space, you're feeling so conflicted, Divine Feminine, and it's not a fun place to be. You're angst, and it sucks to go through. But this is your learning curve. This is your lesson right now. Because once you'll be able to speak it and communicate with authenticity. Okay, you're able to, once you get through this fear and into your heart space and into pulling it into the 3D, your communication is going to be very important. Being able to speak your truth, live your truth with your Divine Masculine. But right now you're not capable of speaking your truth because you're so conflicted and running around in chaos that you're not going to be able to embody this Queen of Earth centeredness. But once you do, you will be able to communicate in your partnership in a beautiful new way that you're just learning right now. Okay? Refusing to see. Oh my God! Ah, so amazing. Again, I'm just random, like this is just a free flow reading, and I never put cards down in these orders. They don't even have, and it's like all of a sudden I'm like here, here, and here. And guess what? Look what just came through. Right now you're refusing. This is the headspace energy. This is about you not wanting to see your role in this. This is about you just hoping that you can just know and understand so you don't have to look at things that you need to see about yourself in this healing process. All right? This is about you covering up your crown chakra. You're being so contained in your headspace. I mean, look at this guy. He's like, it's like there's all this tension in the headspace. And that you might even have headaches happening right now. I wouldn't be surprised. But if you don't, thank God you don't. But if you do, this could be why, right? So this energy, this center energy is really about refusing to see. And here's the beautiful thing is then you're going to be spreading your wings. You're going to be trusting the divine path and you're going to be ascending. Once you get out of this energy of needing to know, needing to have answers, to moving into trust, you're going to have a new beginning in love, a message about this new beginning in love, because you're going to be ascending towards this spiritual partnership, towards this Two of Water, where you'll be able to communicate your truth from a centered place. And then here's what's beautiful. This is feeling very much like this is the theme of the reading, is you're wanting to move forward. You're taking action. You're not taking action, but you're wanting to move forward to ascension in a spiritual partnership. In the physical plane, you will have this 10 of Earth. And here's the Lovers. Okay? I mean, it couldn't be more perfect. You're still in the apprentice energy here. Okay, so we're getting all this earth energy very clearly coming through. You're getting to the 10 of earth. You are breaking through this 4 of earth energy. You're studying so you can become the queen of earth. It's beautiful. So this is your lesson, Divine Feminine. This is your lesson to where you're not doing anything. You're creating the space for the love to grow between you towards unconditional love. You're both happy, you're both leaning back, and the love is just developing as it's supposed to. You're not doing anything. He's not doing anything like specific towards this growth. It's happening because of what you guys are each doing individually. You're both smiling at each other, you're both leaning back, but you're holding on to each other, but you're creating the space for this beautiful, beautiful blossoming love to come up in between the empty space between you, okay? This is what's happening right now. Oh, this is so beautiful. Yeah, this is what an amazing day. I'm just blown away by the energies coming through in the readings I've done today. So let me see what other messages Spirit wants you to know, Divine Feminines. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. So, I'm pulling, this is all on the same theme here in the middle. I felt like I wanted to just further this exact storyline. And of course it does beautifully. So, getting out of this headspace and balancing emotional and mental considerations will come when you connect to your goddess energy in the moon and your intuition. You're in a challenge time right now towards your partnership. But overall, it's moving towards your spiritual partnership, and this is important for you right now. Connect to your goddess energy. Connect to your intuition. If you're not doing a regular practice, it's important that you do that. Because here's this indecision, right? It's which way do I go? I don't know which is the right path. And when it's in reverse, this energy of abundance towards your decision is supporting you getting out of this 4 of earth. This is saying that being in this black or white energy, and obviously if you're being called to watch this video, you're already wanting to get out of this 4 of earth headspace energy. You just are. And so this is Spirit's way of saying that your indecision can be shifting now once you connect to your goddess of the moon energy. And the adjacent possibilities is just telling you to let go of the need to know exactly how you're going to get there. Okay, this refusing to see, it's like you need to know. And Spirit's like saying, yeah, I'm going to tell you you're going to get there, but I'm just not going to tell you how. And you have to be okay with that, Divine Feminine. You have to be okay with not knowing the how. Because you're in your head space too much. When you connect to your intuition, your heart space, this all falls into place. It all falls into place. Yeah. I want to get some love cards here from the Romance Angels. See what they have to add to this. Keep an open mind. That's exactly what this card was just saying. Keep an open mind. It's going to be coming in different forms than you're expecting. So let go of the form. Let go of how he's going to contact you, what he's going to say, how it's going to unfold. Is he going to walk in on a white horse with this big, like, a declaration of love? Or is he just going to send you a silly text message? So this is reminding you, keep an open mind. You're going to get outside. You just are. But you might get outside through this door, this door, this door, this door, or this door. Or maybe even the door you're thinking. We don't know. But this is what this is reinforcing in you, is keep an open mind. And then we get let your friends help you. Ask for and accept help from others. That's also this energy here of this King of Air. So this is about getting some help and support. Obviously, if you're watching this video, hopefully this video is supporting you in this. Because we're not supposed to do it all alone. We're supposed to get support. Sometimes it's through friends that love and know us and have been around for a while. Sometimes it's from strangers giving us just a nice smile on the street. Or maybe it's from silly YouTube videos from someone you've never met who just happens to deliver a message that you feel is meant for you. It's all perfect in its unfolding. And then look what happens. You get out of this energy and we get wedding. We get this situation involves marriage, okay? This is Spirit's way of just reminding you, Divine Feminines, in this place, that it is this type of relationship for you. Because then you're going to go on a honeymoon. That just came up next. Are you kidding me? All right, I'm done with this deck because I can't even get any better messages than what's just come through for that. And I'm just going to pull, I feel like I'm going to pull one more card for you, Divine Feminines, in this situation. The Goddess Advice card. What's your best advice for the Divine Feminines that are facing this challenge at the moment? Or in this dynamic at the moment? What's your best advice for them, please? Bingo! She's amazing. Look at her. Look at her. She is this Goddess Freya. It's about being bold. It says, unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. Okay? When you are worried about all the stuff and getting all the answers, you're not being heard. Do you think she actually needs to know the answers? Truthfully? Hell no, because she knows the answers. She totally gets the answers. She knows in her heart, and she trusts it. So this is reminding you, Divine Feminines that are in this place, this is really who you are. And she wants you to know that. It's like, step into your power as this Divine Feminine and just know, you know, and if it's going to be a while until there's union with your twin flame and you're together and happy bliss, wedded bliss, going on a honeymoon, being this two of water, in the meantime, build this muscle, test this energy out in you, because you might discover you've had it all along, but you've been afraid to show her. You've been afraid to show her. And here she is, being shown to you. All right, my friends, that was the channeling for the Divine Feminines. If you want a private reading, please do reach out. I'd love to support you. And if you want a channeling from your divine counterpart, what their higher self wants you to know right now, though the information will be down below, but this feels really complete. All right, Divine Feminines, I hope my tough love wasn't too tough on you. Hopefully it is something that has hit home for you in something that maybe that's been missing in your path and in your understanding in this journey. And it is my hope and prayer that this has been supportive of you. So in the meantime, until next time, in abundant love always. Bye.